How you do anything is how you do everything. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this. How you do anything is how you do everything. But first, the quote from Marcus Aurelius. Pay attention to what's in front of you, the principle, the task, or what's being portrayed. Ryan Holiday in the Daily Stoic continues, it's fun to think about the future. It's easy to ruminate on the past. It's harder to put that energy into what's in front of you right at this moment, especially if it's something that we do not want to do. We think this is just a job. It isn't who I am. It doesn't matter. But it does matter. Who knows? It might be the last thing that you ever do. And do you want to be known as the person that half-assed everything? That sloppy person? The guy who was always late? The guy who always broke his promises? The guy who never followed through on his commitments? Because if that's what you do, that's what you do with everything. I heard this quote 3 years ago, and it was not through Stoicism, but it kicked me right in the nuts, and I realized that I was taking shortcuts. I was making excuses, blaming people other than myself. But what Stoicism teaches us is, it's all on me. External factors do not matter. And if I don't meet my objective after giving 100% of my effort, then it's fate. I have to accept that. That's acceptance. So, how you do anything is how you do everything. Look at your life. Do you put everything that you have into everything that you do? Or are you the person that leaves a little bit in the tank, right? You can see this when you work out with people, right? There are people that will literally go to failure on every single set. Then there are people who will leave a few of those reps in reserve, few reps in the tank. But those are the same people that do that with everything in life, don't they? So, I can look at a man and have a conversation with him in 15 seconds and know what I need to know about that person. I've said this before, and people are gonna think that's vain and shallow and all this other stuff, but no. I can look at a man and see how he takes care of himself. I can see how he presents himself, especially in a professional climate. If he shows up, he's prepared, he knows his shit. Yeah, that's my guy, right? Or you got these other people that stroll in, kind of going with the breeze. My Lanta. Driftwood through life is what that is. This is a question that you got to ask yourself. And this is where 100% honesty comes in. And this is the truth and justice of the Stoic scales, the self-reflection. Who the fuck are you? Are you that person that doesn't show up? Because if you don't show up here and there, that's going to be you in life. But if you're the person that no matter what, they can count on you to come through, well, that's how you're going to do everything, isn't it? And in the context of Stoicism, this is within our control. The dichotomy of control. Our thoughts, our actions are the only thing that we can control. Talking about this a few minutes ago, I'm trying to win back the love and affection of my 3 children. I can't control their mindset. I can't control what people put in their mindset. I have no control over that. I have control over my actions. So my actions are to be the very best man that I can possibly be, to make sure that they know my heart, my arms are open. It's been nearly 2 years since I talked to my 3 little ones. It has been 2 years. It's been the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. And at one point, I accepted the fact when I heard the words that, hey, listen, they just don't want you in their life. Now, but if anybody knows me, they know I don't fucking give up with anything. I don't quit. I don't do it. And yet I laid down because this one hurt. And so part of this Stoic journey is realizing, like, yeah, that's pain. That's some deep fucking pain. As a parent, I don't know there's a deeper pain. Because if you lose a child to death, you can understand that. But if you lose a child because they simply just don't want you, I don't know as a parent that there's a deeper pain. But for me, what I do know is within my control is I have the ability to never give up. That's my resilience. That's what is within my control. I'm shaking a little bit because that's some truth right there. That's some vulnerable shit I'm putting out to the whole world, right? But it's the truth. And the truth is what it is. You can't hide from it because it's always going to be what it is. So these people that sugarcoat the truth so that it can go down their delicate palate, well, that's how they deal with everything, isn't it? So for me, how I do anything is with complete integrity. When I put some shit out there that it is not so glorious, I've talked about my bankruptcies, I've talked about my arrests, I've talked about losing my children, or I've talked about all the bad shit in my life. Because how you do anything is how you do everything, and I will live a life full of integrity and honor. I'll own my fuck-ups. Because I take that shit and I turn it into ammunition. I make a better man out of that. That's my superpower. My superpower is you can knock me down 1,000 fucking times and I'm gonna get up 1,001 times even stronger, smarter, more resilient, and even more motivated than I was before. So, how you do anything is how you do everything. And how I do anything is 100% I don't quit. I don't give a shit. You'll hear me in the grave trying to claw out of my fucking coffin. Just wait. You better burn me first. Better cremate my ass. Because I don't know how. That's just one thing that is not in my fucking DNA or my vocabulary is quit. So, on that, we got to get to work. And you have the most amazing day.